This video is sponsored by Garmin. I've been using the Garmin Forerunner 965 for a little over 3 months now with the AMOLED display, and I'm blown away at the functionality on this GPS watch. You can track HRV, you can track your sleep and your sleep score. The GPS accuracy is amongst the best that I've ever experienced on a watch. It has training readiness, it can understand where your recovery is at and if you're ready to tackle another hard workout, and there is so much more that you can discover on the Garmin 965. I highly recommend checking out the new Garmin Forerunner 965 today. This video is also sponsored by HVMN's Ketone IQ, still a relatively new supplement to the endurance world that has been around in the cycling world for quite some time, but quite a few elite triathletes and runners from around the world are using Ketone IQ in their training and racing, including Sam Long, Cam Worth, Sarah Hall, and many others. Benefits include enhanced energy, improved sleep, improved recovery, and enhanced mental clarity. If you would like to try HVMN's Ketone IQ, you can use the discount code SWEATELITE for 20% off, and you can find the link in the description of this video.
Thanks for having me at your workout, Mr. Royle. How's things? You're a couple of weeks out from the PTO US.
Yeah.
I guess this is a pretty key workout, but how's the training camp been in general so far up here at altitude in Font Romeu?
Yeah, pretty good. You maybe some Sweat Elite diehards will remember the video from Font Romeu 12 months ago.
Yeah, we're going to put a pause here to get past this, this guy.
Yeah, so the diehard Sweat Eliters will know the video that myself, Christian, Blumenfeld and Gustav Eden did around about 12 months ago leading into the Canadian Open.
Yep, 2K reps.
2K reps, yeah.
Just down the road from here?
Just down the road. And so when I knew you were up here, Foxy, I was like, mate, we've got to follow the same blueprint. We have to get a video out there.
Here it is.
And here it is.
Yeah.
So we're up at Font Romeu. We're about 2 weeks and a day exactly until the US Open. You've been doing a few of the workouts with me leading in, and so today is 10-800s with a 200 jog recovery between, so it'll be about 10k on track. My coach has quite a wide range of target times, and I think that's because I'm in quite a heavy block.
Yeah, you said you're in a very heavy biking block, especially in particular.
Biking block, but now it's kind of transitioning to all three, but adding in some quality runs.
Yep.
So basically at the moment, I've been doing they're not super hard runs, but every second day for the past week and a half, basically, there's been some form of intensity. So 2 days ago, we did 15k steady at about 340-ish, bit under pace. So those type of runs, some hill reps 2 days prior to that, with hard swims and bikes in between on the days in between. So the fatigue level's quite high. So that's why he's kind of given me a range of from 220, which is certainly faster than PTO pace, down to 230, which is also faster than PTO pace, but a bit closer.
Yep. So just quickly though, before I let you continue, for those that are not familiar with PTO, so I reckon probably 10, 15, maybe 20% of the people here would be familiar with the triathlon stuff. PTO is, how far is that? That's a sort of a relatively new distance. Yeah,
it's a new distance, but it's called the PTO 100, which is, the distance is 100k. The total distance of the triathlon? The total distance, So 200 swim, 80k bike, 18k run. So it is similar to the half Ironman distance, but I guess they're kind of trying to attract it to entice more short course people as well.
Yes, okay.
So a little bit longer swim, a little bit shorter bike, a little bit shorter run to the half, but it's an event that probably takes about 3 hours, 15 minutes.
Okay, sure. And so you've just somewhat recently changed coaches to Dan Plews, who also coaches Chelsea Sodaro, along with quite a few other top long distance triathletes. What have been maybe one or two of the main differences between what you were doing and the new plan?
Yeah, so Dan, obviously coach Chelsea Daro, Javier Gomez as well.
Yep.
Yeah, so switched to Dan at the start of the year. I was with Joel Filio and it was great. Like, I love my time with that squad, but they're more of a short course squad. And so I felt like if I wanted to make that next step, I needed to kind of find myself a specific coach for these type of races. And no, Dan's been great. He's, I guess, a scientist at heart. That's what he started, sports science. So he definitely applies some science side of things, but I guess what he does well, I think, is mix like the art of coaching with the science of coaching.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just, well, this is what your physiology says, go out and do it.
Sure.
To those numbers. Like, I have my lactate monitor here. I maybe will check midway through to make sure that I'm not going too easy or
too
hard.
Yep.
Normally probably more so too hard. But yeah, what's the main difference? He's really big on, so we don't test a lot, but we get in the lab a couple of times a year and we prescribe training and paces and zones on the testing at that time.
Sure.
So I think, like, a lot of people want to test when they're at their absolute fittest. But I think it's important, and he thinks it's important, to test at a certain time before a block to know where you are there.
Mm-hmm.
So you can kind of stick to those zones at that particular point in time.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's been good.
Okay, cool. Aaron, you're the feed athlete.
Yep.
They are pretty supportive of quite a lot of triathletes. What are some of your favourite products from the feed? What are you going to use in a session like this, and what would you use in a race? Looks like you got an SIS beta fuel gel.
Yep. Yeah, so it's not a super long session, so I don't know. This is just more. The gel is more of a emergency if I need it.
Okay.
But I've got some carbs in here. So this morning I got precision fuel and hydration in this bottle, and then just some fluids there. And my go-tos. So those that are unfamiliar with the feed, I guess it's like your one-stop kind of nutrition shop.
Yeah, it's massive in the
Massive.
US.
Yeah. So go to it, feed.com. You'll be blown away with how much stuff is there.
Yeah.
But yeah, my go-to, like, so in races, I normally race with Morton, just that it sits well with my stomach. But we train a lot and we go through a lot of nutrition, so I don't always, like, unless it's a race-specific kind of session, I don't always use Morton, because I know it works with me. I don't always have to use it, and so to not get sick of one product, I mix it up a bit. That's why I've got precision fuel and hydration in that bottle, and then an SIS gel. What's my favourite? The Cliff Block Chews.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever had them?
Yeah, I have.
Oh my god, like,
They're dangerous, actually.
yes,
Yeah.
I eat them like, well, for the American viewers, sweets, but for us Australians, lollies.
Yep.
They are so good. I think it's watermelon flavour is my favourite.
Probably pretty handy on the bike.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
to get it during the long ride. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's normally where I would do have them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, mate, there's so much stuff on there. I am still, well, no way anyone could get through it all.
No.
All of the stuff
No.
we've got on there, so I'm still trying a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
But I guess my go-to favourites are SIS, Morton, Precision Fuel and Hydration, Cliff, and what I Never Second. So that's a new one for me. I've just started to use that, and that's quite good as well.
Okay.
Which is, like, there's a few athletes now that they sponsor.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay,
no, it's
cool.
good.
Another question about the workout.
Yep.
Will you, or do you use heart rate monitor in this workout or in training at all? You mentioned lactate device, potentially we might pull it out, but any other sort of forms of measurement in a training in a session like this?
Not in a session like this.
No. Mostly to feel.
By feel and lactate if I need to. But I do use heart rate on the bike, especially. More power, but like trying to see how that correlates with your heart rate as well. And heart rate on a session like we did like 2 days ago, I think it was, where it was 15k steady, and it was supposed to be at around about like 165, 170 heart rate. And so when we were doing that run, I didn't actually have it on pace at all, pretty much the whole time.
Yeah, I asked you.
Yeah, I just had it on heart rate and just kept it. And I like, for me, I like to just do it that way sometimes.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, power's a big one on the bike. That's like, I guess, the main one that we'd use.
Yeah.
And then heart rate for certain things.
So you did 4 by 8 minutes, was it yesterday or the day before? Yesterday, I think.
On the bike, 5 by 8.
5 by 8,
5 by 8, yeah. At
360.
Yeah, about 360 watts.
Yeah. So on Strava.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit lower by the end, just because it was on a hill, which makes a big difference. And by the end, the last one had like flat and downhill, so it's kind of hard to hold that same power. Yeah. So that was like a session just to be a bit above quite a bit above race pace, or race power actually. And then obviously we've got this, so the last 3 days have been quite quality. Tomorrow is a really, really easy day. And then Saturday's quite a massive day. So I've got 5 hours on the bike with about an hour and a half of TT efforts, and then 3k off the bike at about 3:20 pace. So that's kind of like goal.
Yeah, that's 70-minute half marathon pace.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
Goal-ish PTO pace, especially at altitude. So that's a big day. And then, yeah, I mean, we'll only have a couple more workouts after that before taper. So yeah, fatigue's high, but we love it.
Yeah, let's get into the workout.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna get going.
Yep.
I'm not going to ask you every rep, but what was the first one?
27.
27, okay.
Yeah.
Feels like around about the pace you'll
Yeah.
get today, or try and decrease from here?
Maybe
We'll
try and
see.
decrease.
Yeah.
Didn't feel good.
Okay.
Too great, but hopefully it's just the first rep.
Yep.
And we get into it from now.
Down?
Yeah.
Halfway?
Halfway.
Yeah. What are we sitting on very roughly?
Around about 28.
Yep.
So
305 per K, so 74 laps. That's good going up here.
yeah,
Yeah, pretty short rest too. What are you taking, under a minute for the 200?
about under a minute, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
About 55-ish. After this one, I'll stop for a bit, grab a drink.
Yep.
And then see if I can bring down the last 4 a little bit. Yeah. This rhythm feels okay, but I feel like I might be pushing a bit if I try and go a bit faster.
Yeah, okay.
But we'll see.
Bit of precision.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that the 60 gram carb mix?
Yeah, I
With
think so,
1,000?
yeah.
Yeah, it's the main one.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of that too. Good taste. Pretty neutral.
Yeah. Easy to go down.
Yeah, for sure.
Easy to get some quick carbs in.
Yep.
Whew.
4 to go.
Altitude stings though.
Yeah, it definitely does. You were saying you're a little bit like me, you struggle a bit up here.
Yeah.
Paces have to cut right back, probably like 5-7 seconds per K at least.
Probably about that.
Sea level, yeah.
I mean, you do adapt over time, but I never get back to, like some people will get, after a few weeks, back down to their sea level times. I never quite get there.
No.
Yeah. So the first 6 are around about probably 228 average. Jogging the 200 recovery in about 55.
Yeah. So
So
get 4:35 per K. Yeah.
Yeah. So you
brisk.
get your K, rolling K at still around about like mid 320s.
Yeah.
Which is kind of closer to race pace.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what I try and aim for. And we'll last 4 we'll see. We'll see if I can sort of drop it a couple of seconds.
Alright, what are 7 and 8 then?
Say again?
Last 2? What are the
Last 2, yeah.
What are the 7th and 8th reps been in?
26 and 27.
Nice.
So a little bit quicker.
Yep.
Alright, 2 more.
Last one.
Last one.
Do you think about the last stages of a race when you get to the end of a workout? I do that.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, just to get through it.
Yeah. Although sometimes it makes you go a bit too quick.
Yeah, that's true. Dangerous.
Yeah.
We saw Christian Blumenfeld on the way in the pool, so he's on the start list.
Motivation.
He's on the start list, isn't
He's
he?
on the start list, yeah.
Okay, cool. Good job.
That was tough.
Seemed like the intensity was right at the end. It looked tough, but you were able to get straight back into a jog, so
Yeah.
obviously didn't go too hard, otherwise it's pretty tough to keep jogging.
Yeah, I think so. Like, it's kind of. Actually, I think it was Gustav on the last video that we did.
Yeah.
This is above threshold, and this is at threshold.
Yep. Yep.
So I think it's a good sign.
Yeah, for sure. What were the last couple in?
I'd say the last 4 were probably 26 to 27.
Okay, cool.
So a little bit quicker.
Yep.
No, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
It's like a good, solid 10k of overall work.
Yeah.
Probably averaging around about
320, 325.
325-ish probably.
Yeah. Yep.
We obviously took a bit of extra rest to get some drinks.
Yeah.
So like the 800s are roughly, what do we say, 305-ish I think.
Yep.
And,
228 is 305 pace, so probably average a bit quicker. Yeah.
So maybe a touch quicker.
Yeah, nice.
But thereabouts. I mean it's hard work. Hard work up at altitude.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What do you got after this?
So 90-minute recovery spin on the bike.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do that pretty soon. Do a little warm down jog and get into it. And then rest, and got a hard swim this afternoon.
Okay.
which is tough. We normally, just with the lane bookings here, we normally swim it like normally back in Leeds or wherever. We try and swim first, 'cause that's what you do in a triathlon. But with lane bookings, we couldn't get in.
Okay.
So I always find swimming hard after running hard really tough.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, and then watch the Ashes.
Oh yeah.
The cricket.
Okay. Yeah.
For a lot of Americans, probably don't know what that is.
No.
Don't really follow cricket.
I've probably heard the word cricket.
Cricket, yeah. But I've been in England. That's where I kind of base myself now, and so I've been severely outnumbered against the English, because obviously in cricket it's the Ashes, so Australia versus England. Yeah.
Cool.
Good morning done.
Thanks for letting me join in.
Thanks for coming along, Foxy.
Yeah,
Hopefully it's a good blueprint for like last time.
Yeah,
Canadian Open.
Yeah, you did mention on a podcast with Jack Kelly that you're sort of following a little bit of a similar build-in. I know, obviously with Dan now, but that worked for you last time. So looking forward to seeing how you go.
Yep.
It's a pretty strong field.
Yeah. So I think the date is, I can't remember, like 5th or 6th of August.
Yeah.
So if you're into triathlon,
Yep.
it's on Eurosport or PTO website, YouTube channel.
Yep.
Check it out. Good field.
Cool.
Awesome.
Right. Thanks, man.